Hey internet user, how well did Resident Evil 6 score, you ask? Well, not super great as it happens. You're watching GS News, I'm Seb Ford, and it's time to hear from the Resident Evil 6 developers as to why some loved the game and others hated it. On Monday of this week, GameSpot's own Kevin Van Ord unleashed his review of Resident Evil 6, scoring it at a disappointing 4.5 out of 10. Over on Metacritic, scores range from a whopping 9.5 all the way to a measly 2 out of 10. In an interview with 1UP, Resident Evil 6 director Hiroyuki Kobayashi explained why Capcom chose to pursue a mass-market strategy, which saw the hardcore horror dulled in favour of action. We're trying to reach as many people as possible. That makes it hard to maintain a horror feel to it when you're trying to be inclusive. It is a challenge, I'm not afraid to admit that. We're trying to see what kind of action we can include in the game and still maintain the horror sensibilities. Trying to blend those together is not an easy thing to do. Resident Evil producer Yoshiaki Hirabayashi added, "We're making games and we need to have a mass market appeal in order to survive. How far do we go into horror before we lose the support of the average player? How far are we going to lessen the horror elements at the risk of losing core fans, including Resident Evil fans? The challenge is trying to push it as close to the edge either way, so that we can satisfy both groups of people. You can't just bombard them with these horror elements. You have to mix in some stages that are more entertaining and fun than pure horror." So, the devs say they can only survive by a mass market approach. What do you make of this? Is it a sad indictment of the tragic state of gaming, or just a cop-out for a flawed game? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to GS News on YouTube.